It started. Let's see what Nisargadatta wants to share. This is Nisargadatta speaking on Rama's birthday. When Rama was born, he had no knowledge of Parabrahman. Parabrahman before, beginningless, 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 beginningless. His guru, Vashita, taught him that he was Parabrahman, without beginning and end, and he was not the body. You must cognize Rama's birth through direct devotion. Your beingness is the incarnation of Rama. All living beings have beingness. All worldly activities are for passing the time. They are of no use to you. The one who says, I am dying, is making a great mistake. The one who talks about Rama is your own consciousness. The one who realizes the birth of Rama is not stricken by death. That which is prior to any memory, that which is self-sensing, is the true nature of Sri Rama. Your feeling that you are is the holy sight of Sri Rama. That due to which we know we are is the yoga, the union of Sri Rama. Parabrahman had forgotten himself, but by the grace of the Guru, he realized himself. The holy feet of the Sadguru are the same as Sri Rama. Atman, the self, is not pleased without contemplation and devotion to the Guru. Rama, whom Sri Vashita taught, was the Rama whose physical presence was acting in the world. The one who made him cognizant, the cognized Parabrahman, was his own self. Your consciousness is the Guru's feet. Please remember this. If you are fearful, just repeat Guru, 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 Guru. Prana provides consciousness with everything and nourishes it. Prana is Maruti, Hanuman, a devotee of Rama, and consciousness is Sri Rama. I gotta share my favorite Hanuman quote. When Rama asks Hanuman, who are you? And Hanuman says, when I don't know who I am, I serve you. When I know who I am you. If you want to see Rama, please your prana. For that, keep on repeating the mantra constantly. The source of mind is prana. The source of prana is consciousness. The fact that you know you are is Rama himself. Prana provides it with everything. Your beingness has suddenly come to your awareness. That is the birth of Rama. Discrimination is necessary. It might be that one is polluted by many thoughts, many concepts, many ideas, many identities. Even then, if one's faith in the Guru is strong and one has been initiated by the Guru, his sins are absolved and reduced to ashes. Hmm. And how beautiful that there has been enough devotion to the Guru and the dream of this momentum of a world, of time, of space, that it's that much easier and that much more available for one to recognize one's own self as Guru, one's own perception as Guru, life itself as Guru, all thought Guru, all relationships Guru, all phenomena Guru, all the synchronicities and the seeming flow of things Guru, all the hardships, all the apparent challenges, all the seeming knots, the sky knots, Guru, Guru, all in support, nervous system, Guru, health, Guru, circumstance, Guru, karma, Guru, all in support, all serving, all inviting, but ever so clearly, ever so astutely, precisely this invitation, precisely this exaltation of the guruless, oceanic, beyond any limitation, any space, any time, timelessly free, this stainless, pristine. No words ever touched it. No words ever did not exalt it. This that is, this that you are, this that is absolutely you, more intimate than your belly button, more intimate than our names, more intimate than our particular pheromones and smells, more intimate than any image of intimacy that may arise in consciousness. This that has not once been born, this that in the pure joy of its non existence, infinite worlds are born and created, the laughter of the cosmos, all but a ha with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Self releasing in pure ecstasy. Every lifetime, the pure exaltation of what is. Every expression of atomic suns, a choir of angels. This in pure devotion to itself. This at the feet of itself. The guru-less guru at the feet of the guru-less guru. Just right, this life as it is. Just right, this mind as it is. Just right, these apparent bodies as they are. just right, the apparent circumstance you may find yourself in, just right, as we relax the focus of apparent things and time and place, as we relax the focus of an imagined distinction, vast beyond the word vast, still beyond the word still, silent beyond the word silent, pristine beyond the word pristine, all inclusive beyond the pointing of all inclusive. Freedom as immediate perception beyond the pointing of freedom as immediate perception. Closer, closer than the word closer, beyond the word beyond. This instant as is, this moment as is, this sensation as is, the pure, harmonious Amrita, the nectar of this moment, delightfully consuming itself, delightfully devouring itself, delightfully getting itself all over its cheekless cheeks, dripping down the chinless chin, fully present, fully here as this nectar of being, this nectar closer than nectar of being, this that you are, just as you are, including all apparent thoughts of you, all apparent ideas of you, all apparent ideas of something called the past, all apparent ideas of something called the future, a past that has never once existed, a future that has never once existed. This that is has never once known waiting, has never once known postponement, has never once known stopping, has never once known any of these wondrous phenomena that have never actually appeared. Just as this is, just as you are, always the case, already the case, seamlessly so, delightfully so. Each nook and cranny, each experience, each unfolding, this. Bum bum. This. And mind is free to imagine all kinds of possibilities in this space of being. I notice my mind imagining as we tell the truth. All we're doing is telling the truth. Even if it may sound a bit poetic, even if it may sound a bit absurd, all we're attempting to do is speak as succinctly as possible to this direct of what is, to the directness of this that is. You are aware. Have you noticed? You are aware of the apparent phenomena that is appearing, and you're aware of it coming and going. Have you noticed? This awareness that you are doesn't move, but forever dances in the delight, in the endless celebration of this uninterrupted wholeness of life that is. Not life that is opposite death, life that is the same as death, life that is beyond opposites. Prana, aliveness, dynamic dance of being, the dynamic display of stillness. This as you are. Notice in your direct experience. No word, no sentence, no nothing need be quoted, nothing need be written down, nothing be remembered. In this instant, every journal that was ever possible singed in the brightness of this that is. Every note you've ever taken, like writing on the surface of water. This need not be remembered. This need not be learned. This need not be taught. This need not be discovered. This need not be realized. This as is, just as is, you, your nature. Many names have been attributed to this that you are. Parabrahman, consciousness, awareness, clarity, loving intelligence, loving awareness, God, Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, infinite names, infinite names. Even if we open the pantry and start naming all the items in one's pantry, your name and not your name, everything pointing to this, everything exalting this, just as every sound says there is an unwavering silence that allows for the dream of listening to have its way. Every object pointing to, serving as evidence of the space it appears in. Beloved, you are this undressed radiance, naked, 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 fully baked, fully naked, fully baked, fully naked. It's okay to rest into the infinite rest you are. It's okay to surrender to the all is wellness that you are. And it's not just okay for the nervous system and the dream of a body and the dream of a separate self, one who may sleep better at night, one who may be more available to the intuition to eat healthier and drink more water and stay hydrated. Who knows how this may appear? The poetry, the artistry, solution based living appearing, aliveness, one living as art, living as benefit, benefit, not just benefit for one. This is a benefit that includes all. There is a quickening. And if we want to speak to the dream of this planet, to the dream of the apparent actions of a collective consciousness, of a humanity, to a dream of continuing to, let's say, fail the um, course in war over and over again, needing to retake the course again, needing to retake the course again, and retake that course again. The benefit, the benefit, the benefit. If we look at how war is created, where does war begin? It's an argument with what is. It's a misidentification with who you are. If we really have a honest and earnest desire to be of benefit on this planet, if we really want to contribute to peace as opposed to contribute to the atmosphere of suffering, the atmosphere of violence, the atmosphere of war, then it is our responsibility to stop the war here, to end that flapping wing of the proverbial butterfly effect here, right where you are. Be a point of peace right where you are. This was really the motivation, one can say, that led me onto a path of this non dual delight, this non dual brokenheartedness, this non dual unwavering wholeness and willingness to be fully human, fully my age, fully my expression, fully in the dream of things, while recognizing this that has never once been dreamed up, this that has never once been caught in a whirlpool of dreams, but this that is free, just as the moment is, free as the moment is. Freedom. So, yes, goodness gracious, as a child, I would look out into this world and say, what the fuck is going on? What's happening? Why are we doing the things we're doing? How is it that someone that I love so much can be so loving and so kind, and then in the next instant show up as a completely other person? You know, this is where I can understand concepts such as possession. And what do people do when people are possessed? The priests come in and they perform these exorcisms, right? And so, you know, it's fascinating that but of course, concepts produce more concepts. And just to be clear, whatever war is happening on the planet, we cast out this net of all these labels and all these names, and there's them and there's them and there's those and there's that and there's this and there's that theology and that theology and that cosmology and that cosmology, and this is the right way and that's the right way. Concepts at war with concepts has only ever been what's taking place, if anything. And the innocence of these human bodies get caught in the crossfire. The innocence of these human bodies get caught up in the fever of concepts at war with themselves. No human has ever been at war with another human. No country has ever been at war with another country. No tribe has ever been at war with another tribe. No galactic civilization has ever been at war with another galactic civilization. Concepts at war with themselves. When we discover the option of recognizing concepts at war with themselves, we notice it right here in our own lives, right where we sit, right where we stand, right where we lie. How does it look? How does it look the moment that there is an argument with the way of it? This shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. I should feel like this. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to. Not to say that those thoughts, all of them are innocent. This is not about looking at something that's wrong or something that's bad or something that's broken, even. Once we discover what's behind the I, and we notice this vast expanse of well being and peace, when mind, if it ever appears again, does appear, it is so clear that it's the innocence of this assumption of descriptions, emphasizing descriptions, emphasizing name, syllable, sounds, words, concepts, separating, categorizing, comparing. This is good, this is bad, sorting out positive, negative, neutral, positive, negative, neutral, positive, negative, neutral. I don't want to feel this way. I shouldn't feel this way. What can I do to feel this way? Oh, I'll try this. Oh, that didn't work. Oh my goodness, we saw the most beautiful film yesterday. I recommend go seeing it. It's called Inside Out 2. and it's a Disney Pixar film. And you may have seen part one, which is a beautiful introduction. And I love it so much because one of the things that I notice, I emphasize in this invitation is the option of really inviting all of our feelings into the snuggle puddle of being that we are. The snuggle puddle of love that we are. What a cuddle fest this is. No feeling wrong, no feeling out of place, no feeling bad, no feeling ever needed to be turned away, no feeling ever needed to be ostracized, no feeling ever needing to be destroyed or killed or taken to a retreat center in Bali so it can become enlightened. All feeling welcome, all sensation welcome, all thought welcome. And this movie really displayed such a beautiful arc of a storyline in support of this all welcome and the benefit of this all welcome. Of course, it also showed the what can arise when we're not welcoming these feelings, all the anxiety that can arise, all the shame that can arise, all the guilt that can arise, all the horror that can arise, the terror, the fear of life, of our own lives, of tomorrow, of 10 years from now. Mind within mind within mind, these echo chambers of possibilities that are horrifying and terrifying and life zapping, energy stealing, prana bleeding from our capacity to show up as available now. Available human beings now. That's why I love the word available. Yes. Available to the loving intelligence we are, available as the kindness we are, available as the peace we are, available as the welcoming presence we are. How sweet that when we discover, and I love that there's movies and mainstream media that are inviting at least the beginning, scratching the surface of what's possible in our relationship to ourselves. We want to be so diplomatic, and we want to uh, cultivate relationships throughout the world and in our home lives. Hopefully, we want to cultivate these relationships in our home lives, in our communities, as nations. But to begin with, first, learning, discovering how to cultivate the relationship with yourself. So beyond powerful. You know, it's like, regardless of awake, not awake, enlightened, not enlightened, free, not free, but to become interested, to get curious about your own internal landscape and your own capacity to welcome all of your feelings and all of your sensations. I know a lot of beloveds who label themselves enlightened, label themselves awake, label themselves free, label themselves teachers, label themselves gurus, label themselves, and yet these precious beloveds still haven't taken a moment to meet the internal life that is there. And of course, in not meeting it, we get crazy. End up doing some crazy ass shit. When we're trying to control what's in here, we can't help but to spew out into this world, regardless of what pretty words we're saying, attempting to control and manipulate everyone else around us. And that is operating out of fear. And when you're operating out of fear, you are operating out of the past. That's not here. That's not here. This raw, alive, loving, open, broken, heart is here. And when we discover the option to relate from that, oh my goodness, so possible. As we know our true nature, boy, is it like, have you ever seen uh, the cotton wisps from a cottonwood tree that collect or pool in one's yard, and people go with a lighter and and it instantly singes, super flammable. In the moment we really rest and dive into and recognize our true nature as this unwavering peace. Oof. When you know who you are, to the degree you know yourself as this wholeness, is to the degree that you know all as this wholeness, all as this peace. What a relief. Regardless of what may appear to be happening, the peace is the biggest reality in this moment on this planet. Peace is the biggest reality, the bigger story, more so than the upcoming election, more so than all that's occurring with Israel and Palestine, more so with all that's occurring in the Congo, more so than all that's occurring all over the world. Countless, countless, countless unnecessary carnage and violence and fear and peace is still bigger. Peace bigger. Peace more real, peace more present. In this moment, peace here. And in the story of a humanity slowly edging towards a collective recognition of peace, not being something we have to make or create or uh, bomb into existence or war into existence or uh, code of conduct into existence, uh, nag into existence. But this reality, this moment, harmony of being, every atom in its place, every thought in its place. What is the discovery in a moment of allowing the war that's apparently present within to just be as it is? Have you given yourself that gift to discover? I invite you to get really curious. If peace is something you're interested in, if peace is something you find as valuable, stop, be still, allow your body to be as it is. Give it full permission, allow body to exist in an atmosphere of loving kindness. Who is an atmosphere of loving kindness? Your true nature. But we can't discover that just yet until we're willing to allow what we think as disgusting, broken, wrong, smelly, limited, ugly, uh, wrong, bad, whatever, whatever the words are, whatever the words mind may give to itself. Remember, mind has never seen a body. Mind only sees its idea of a body. So we imagine we're seeing bodies. It's mind's superimposed projection of what body is, of what this moment is. And until we are have an awareness, till we get a clue, I mean, it's so wonderful how possible. I love this is where I was getting at. In the dream of humanity, it is so possible for this whole planet to be at peace, to recognize peace. It's possible for human beings. I'm a total schleb. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you can't smell me right now. I mean, I mean, I probably smell good, but whatever. But the point is, that's one of the fascinating things. We attribute all of these qualities to some god who's like a Santa Claus somewhere, and yet it is possible for us human beings, even with our total limitations, even with our totally crazy genetic expression, even with all of the things we've ever experienced, the momentum of trauma passed on and the momentum of strengths passed on by our family lineage, it's incredible that we can recognize our true nature. Oh, wow. I love that there's a thought of an ash here. And in this instant, am I limited to a thought of an ash? No. Is there something about me that is closer than the wondrous phenomena of interpretation or intellectual interpretation, thoughts, descriptions? Yes, I am free. Awareness itself. And awareness does not touch this that I am. You. No separation. And not just no separation, bumper sticker on a Prius, right next to coexist, but truly none whatsoever. No matter how many times we take a high powered microscope and dive into an orchid, we will never find orchidness. No matter how many times we dive into a beloved, we're never going to find belovedness. A person, a thing. This is the only ingredient in the cosmos. So wondrous. All the sounds included, like a trumpet, announcing the presence of what is. Peace is, and peace is possible in the dream. Peace is, and peace is possible in the dream. Peace is, and may that be more and more obvious in the dream. In the dream. What an absolutely profound expression of activism to tell the truth of who one is, to allow this moment to be as it is. I see so many beloveds who, with all of their best intentions and perfectly so, get caught up in all that is occurring on the planet and have such rage and such anger for those who are apparently the ones causing the pain, causing the war, making the shots, calling the shots, uh, and yet in their anger, in their venom, in their they don't even realize that they have become in that instant the very thing they are supposedly posting about, writing about, arguing about, judging about. Quite the phenomena. I'm sure there's a word for it. Do you know if there's a word for that phenomena? Us becoming the very thing that we're at war with. I don't. I hope there is. If not, we'll have to make one up. Like a Yiddish word would be fun. Monkey see, monkey do. I like that. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Mamon kong kong. Huh? Some Yiddish morph. Yiddish morph. You'd have to add a Yiddish morph. Right. Gamorph. Look at you, Gamorphin. The Gamorphin in the. Oh my goodness. And then there we are with our best intentions, not at all contributing to a way out from this hellish merry-go-round of judgment, points of view, the unconscious mind, ignorance, ignorance, ignorance. Doesn't matter the words you use, doesn't matter the the sophistication of your argument. when you're coming from that space, you are just like your apparent opponent. And of course you are. Only one self here. Only one mind here. Oh my goodness, it was so powerful for me as a youngin' to recognize if I had the same thoughts that that beloved had, if I had the same upbringing, if I believed the same things, if I lived in the same world that they lived in, I would be doing the exact same thing. I would be the murderer, the rapist. It's not limited, to be in the delusion that you would never do those things. Beloved, get real. Learn about how the mind works. Learn about who you are. Get an education in the nature of mind while simultaneously getting an education in who you are. There have been countless sages throughout the ages that have somehow burst through the kaleidoscope of what's not and have attempted to speak to this, attempted to use the language, the trend of language of their time to point, to speak, to invite, to welcome. And of course, I love the quote: religions are but the footprints of where truth once walked. Religions. And of course, these beloveds trying to say, hey, yo, hey, 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 hey. Maybe you don't got to do this thing the same way you do the thing. Be still and know that I am God. Life is suffering. All the other things. I am that. Uh, and we take these words innocently. Mind will take everything, co opted and corrupted, especially when we don't know that mind does that. Especially when we don't know that who we are is not mind. We're not our thinking. We're not our feelings. Or we can say we're not just our thinking. We're not just our feelings. We're not just our body. I mean, the compassion for beloveds, to imagine that there's something called beloveds. And to imagine that these beloveds, that's one thing that's really beautiful. One thing that I really am so grateful for growing up is all the gospel music that I loved and listened to and had the honor to sing in various churches as I was growing up. That praise, that there was just total surrender, and some of these lyrics are spot on, which is so beautiful. That's why I love, there's golden threads throughout all religions, of course, and then there's ego's version of the religion, and boy, is that tragic when we start marching in the name of God, or killing in the name of God, maiming in the name of God, uh, rounding people up in the name of God. Ah, goodness gracious. And then growing up singing these songs, oh my gosh, they're just, I can feel all of those songs echoing throughout every fiber of my being. So grateful, so grateful. Mm. Yeah, while I'm at it, so grateful to Africa, to African Americans, to uh, the music that poured out of these beloveds. Boy, have they influenced my lives. The goddesses, Black women, thank you, thank you, thank you. In the sweetness of that, I love one of the sentences I heard, at a Black church growing up was, don't tell God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big God is. I'm going to say that again. Don't look to the person to your right, to your left, to tell them, don't tell God how big your problems are. Right? Tell your problems how big God is. I heard that. I heard that. I heard that. And wow, what a freedom. What a liberation. What a oh, of course. Of course. Of course. And this is what satsang is. Notice the self releasing nature of mind. Notice the self releasing nature of phenomena, of circumstance, of feelings, of all that can be described. And notice simultaneously that which notice the self releasing nature is itself solid, stable, vast, undressed, radiant, bright, clear, here, free, infinite, eternal, unborn, undying, love itself, compassion itself, kindness itself, music itself, art itself, joy itself. You, you, you. I'm so excited for as in the dream of a species and a dream of a future that we start welcoming this education, you know, from the get go. I see that happening. And how beautiful that this education gets to begin right where you are. How beautiful that you've been given every curriculum and every lesson and every tool, all the gear you need right where you are. No one on the planet doesn't have the right pencil, doesn't have the right computer, doesn't have the right internet system when it comes to right where you are, your own relationship to mind, to feelings, to sensations. Everything here, everything here. Your own relationship to what's apparently occurring in the world. We think there's stuff happening in the world, only ever responding, reacting to our own story of an apparent world. All here, the full display of everything you need to get familiar, to simply get familiar with what's already established. I ain't talking about the flag on the moon landing. already here, already established, already the case, aware intelligence, already the case, loving awareness, loving intelligence, open intelligence, as Candace O'Denver says, open intelligence, not a closed intelligence. Nothing wrong with closed intelligence, nothing right with closed intelligence, but it's not the only option available to the intelligence, the open intelligence. You are the open intelligence, all is. Everyone is vast expanse open intelligence. Everyone is the wellspring of enlightened energy. Everyone is the available current of benefit and goodness and possibility and fun and love and solution based ecosystem society. Uh, I mean, it's just wondrous, all that's possible. And our willingness to take responsibility for our peace now. For our peace now. I had a session the other day with a beloved, so well intended. Oh my goodness. So well intended. They want to be the loudest voice for the horrors that are taking place in Gaza. Of course. And in their allegiance to their mind and what mind thinks is best and what mind thinks needs to happen, all of a sudden they weren't showing up for their children. They weren't showing up for their animals or for their plants. They weren't showing up for themselves. They weren't in their world. Things were a mess. They couldn't sleep. They couldn't get things done. They didn't want to take the kids to school. They were not showing up for themselves. Possibly an extreme expression of what can happen when we don't pause for a moment to give ourselves the and not just give ourselves. Sometimes we have this idea that if we tell the truth about the peace we are now, that means that we are not showing up for those suffering on the other side of the world. And nothing can be further from the truth. Again, when we are trying to show up with our anxiety and with our fear and with our righteousness and with our venom and with our anger, mind attempting to solve a problem with the same thing that created the problem. Same old, same old. You know, an eye for an eye, we're all blind. Same old, same old. To stop for a moment. This isn't stop forever. This isn't stop for a moment and breathe for a moment and tell the truth about you now. Allow your feelings to be as they are now. Allow the world as you tell the story of it, as you imagine it to be. Allow that to be as it is now. In other words, allowing thoughts to settle. And in that, oof, getting familiar with the clarity that has never once been muddied by phenomena, that has never once been muddied by mind or fear. Get familiar with yourself. As we get familiar with ourselves, we are immediately existing as the light within every heart on the planet. The love within every heart on the planet. The dream of violence has permission to soften. The nightmare of trauma politics and trauma strategies have permission to soften as you tell the truth about the air of atmosphere, the atmosphere of peace you are, the atmosphere of well being you are. Again, as we allow the war, the apparent, we don't want this here, to be as it is, of our internal landscape, thoughts, feelings, sensations. And this world is also appearing within us. Have you noticed? Everything appears within your awareness. If you're aware of anything at all, it's due to it appearing within you. Let the world be soft. Are you allowing yourself to be the love you are? It's okay to be loved now. It's okay to be wholeness now. It's okay to be at peace now. Peace and heartbreak are not mutually exclusive and coexist. And you notice it doesn't mean you stop and you disappear. I mean, the beauty of this is that it's going to look its own unique way through every which life. And it's okay. Some beloveds throughout time have appeared as activists. Jesus is a prime example. If there was ever was a Jesus, if there ever was a Ramana Maharshi, if there ever, I'm saying this in the sense of this is the only moment that's real, and you are the one you're looking for. You are the Muhammad, you are the Jesus, you are the Martin Luther King. What was that song I wrote many years ago? So many souls have come to this planet. So many souls have come to this planet and blessed it by being themselves. Yet the masses await the Messiah, the prophet. Salvation's on somebody else. Receive this gift by this song that came through. You are the one the world needs. You are the Gandhi, the Christ, the Lenin. You are the Gandhi, the Christ, the Lenin. You are the Martin Luther King. I have a dream. Oh, Jesus, Buddha, Kali, Krishna, Isis, Mandela, Sophia, Mohammed, Yahweh, Sai Baba, La Virgen Maria. Oh, I can conquer all no. Silence, freedom. Silence, freedom, detachment, devotion, surrender, salvation, compassion, sacred oneness, abundance. The truth remains, all is love. The truth remains, all. The truth remains, all is love. And then the invitation of the song was for a big choir of humanity to sing and finally recognize and claim and tell the truth about simply, tell the truth about simply, tell the truth about. And maybe that will allow us to see this in each other. When you know you are holy, you can't help but look at another and know they are holy too. The invitation said, I am holy. I am holy. I am holy. Only good comes to me. Only good comes from me. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. I am holy. Only good comes to me. Only good comes from me. I give thanks. I give thanks. I am holy. I am whole. I am home. I am Om. Om. Heretohear.com, HEREIIHERE.com. So much music. You can find it on Apple, you can find it on Spotify. But these songs are satsang. All these songs that came through that I wrote. Some of them I wrote with the fellas. Oh my goodness. Confirmation. Melodious satsang. Melodious confirmation. Just gonna do a quick check. Make sure I can hear myself.
Flame from ash.
Oh. La 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 testing 1, 2, 3, yeah. I can't hear myself. See, everything's happening all at the same time. All that ever happened, all that ever will happen, supposedly happening all at the same time. The moment is huge. All inclusive. What time is it? 8:05. Anyone here like to share something or speak to? You feel good. You feel complete.
Amen.
Amen.
Praise the Lord. You give me the permission slip to say the same thing again and
Yay.
again, which is, I don't know how to say how appreciative I am to hear this again and again and again. And it
Thank
just
you.
somehow comes through you freshly and uniquely every time. And you honor it and you don't tell us anything else except for the same thing. I was reflecting on sort of one moment with you, I've told you, was where I was in some suffering, but I didn't know it. And I was saying, well, yeah, life circumstances were as they were. And I said, well, I guess everything changes, as being kind of spiritually smart, like
Yay.
the Buddha, like everything changes. And you're like, except for that thing that doesn't. And that has been with me every second since then. It was kind of like the whole thing dissolved that I was describing. And it's like, right. And that's all you're saying today is that thing that doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
That's always here.
Yeah.
And
so reliable.
Reliable. And just shimmering alive.
Yes.
And I just so appreciate you pointing to that so reliably.
Thank you.
And not mixing it up with anything else.
Thank you,
it's just
love.
really beautiful. So
I so received that.
Thank you.
Truly, truly. Such an honor. Yeah.
And I know it's not you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just something that's.
Isn't that so fun?
Right.
Yeah. 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 Not at all me and completely you. In the sense, this that we all are, right? Right. This that animates, that's forever animated. Yeah.
Yeah, it just animates through you.
So wondrous. So what a mystery.
Yes.
And not so clear. Of course this animates all.
Yes.
Of course this will find a way to say hello to itself. Yeah. Thank you. Let's open another page from Nisargadatta. Tell me when to stop. Oh yeah.
I used to have this idea years ago that
Yeah.
I shouldn't just state the obvious, like in conversation and with people. They're just, and now I'm like, what better thing than to state the obvious?
It's so fun.
It was like you should come up with a unique, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I thought I shouldn't state the obvious. I should say something unique or something special or something intellectually juicy or deep. And there was like this bias about the obvious. And now I'm like, oh my God, what else to say except the obvious?
It's so wonderful, right?
Yeah.
To be honest in our experience, and to be honest with an option of perception in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. And since I've met you, or just even in these last years, it has become more obvious.
I so love that. Yay! It's my favorite thing to hear. So amazing. Yay. How sweet. Becoming accustomed to this that's obvious. Yeah, ever more. Deeper and deeper. Oh, I'm having a sweet memory of Gangaji was at one of my concerts in Asheville, North Carolina. And at the end, we had a moment, we'd come down and greet everyone and hug everyone. And had a sweet moment with Gangaji. And she just smiled and just said, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Which is also one of my favorite ways of speaking to vigilance to the last breath. Ever fresh, ever free, ever new, ever obvious, ever clear, bottomless, bottomless, bottomless.
I have no idea how this fits in or not.
Perfect.
But I was having a conversation. I don't hear that. It's just too banal. And I just went, everything's that. It's just pure banality. It's nothing new. I mean, but it's new.
That it's new.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah.
Reminds me of a song I wrote that says, I am God, all is one, the totality of existence pales in comparison to what's never been said. I feel so good, I feel so free, I feel so connected. Pales in comparison to what cannot be felt. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yeah. A sacred place, a holy stone to raise my vibration pales in comparison to what they appear in. A silly song with silly words eating your attention pales in comparison to what cannot be sung. La 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 la, yes, 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 yes. no, yeah, no, no, no. If I'm appearing in your consciousness, it's to simply say, yeah, yeah, appearing in your consciousness. It's to simply say, yes, 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 appearing in your consciousness. It's to simply say, yeah, yeah, appearing in your consciousness. It's to simply say, oh, yes. Simply say yes. All pales in comparison to the banality of it all. Yes, yes, yes.
So you say you wrote that song. Now, is this something that you performed? I mean, like with your group
Oh,
or something, or that?
there are so many performances of this song, which is so wonderful. Yes,
Okay,
it's a recording of it, and it's always just the first time I'm ever singing it.
yeah,
But yeah, I wrote this in Ecuador.
right.
Um,
But I mean, you're with your group when you're with.
yes, with my band Here to
So
Hear,
you're
wrote this
this.
song.
These are the kind of songs you sing.
Yes, these are the songs I sing.
Coming through.
Can't help it. Say the same thing in a different way.
Yeah.
I'll say it a country way. I'll yodel it. I'll
No.
put some runs into it, some riffs into it, jazzify it. You know, you are not just a body, but a body peering in a field of light. You are not just a field of light, oh, but a field of light appearing in consciousness. You are not just consciousness, the consciousness appearing in absolute, ever present, here and now, right now, here and now, here and now, right now, here and now. Awareness, are you aware that your awareness? Awareness, are you aware that your awareness? I'll serve it up any way you like. Let's serve it up another way. How else we gonna cook this egg? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's some sweet videos I can send you. In the beginning of that song, I would always have the audience sing along. So I'd be like, let me hear you say, yeah. The audience would say, yeah. Let me hear you say, yeah, 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 yeah. So just have do all kinds of things. And I'd say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I see you, I see you, I see you. I see you, I see you, I see you. I am you, I am you, I am you. I am you, I am you, I. Then we'll start the song. If we're appearing in your consciousness, it's to simply say yes. Just a confirmation, beloved. Just a little confirmation. Infinite being, yes. Totally present, absolutely okay just as you are? Yes. Never once been a thought? Yes. All is infinitely well? Yes. Yes. So grateful this life available to be used, to be sung, to be animated, to be danced, to yodel. So grateful, so grateful, so grateful. Well, thank you, loves, for this sweet satsang tonight. Such an honor, such an honor, such an honor. You know, it's just as I'm setting everything up and putting the backdrop up and the camera and I mean, it's just pure, pure sweetness and love and gratitude. You know, at the privilege of this invitation, of this offering, of this dream appearing in this way. So grateful, so in love. Mm-hmm. I'll be here next Monday. Let's see what the dates look like. I'll be here the 24th, and I'm here the 1st, and I'm here the 8th. Then I leave on the 9th to Hawaii. But yeah, the 24th, the 1st, and the 8th.
So no.
And then the 22nd and the 29th.
So just the 15th now.
Just no 15th, right? How fun, just no 15th. It's a summer sad song. Yay. Sorry. Oh yeah. Let's see. Here for sad song, and also we have 2 spots available for our Hawaii non-dual Aya retreat. If that interests you, it's July 10th through the 15th. And that needs to be jumped on quickly because we have a lot of prep to do before this retreat. It's going to be in Hilo and the Big Island. Gorgeous spot, beautiful ceremony. And we're going to also explore the island, which will be really sweet to do together and retreat. Also, retreat September, end of September. I think that one sold out, if I remember. Yeah, I think 4E retreat. DeborahSilvermanAstrology.com. Look up 4E. And I know there's another one coming up next year, beginning of next year. What else? I think that's all that. Now, oh, July 20th. July 20th here in Denver, Colorado. There's a 1-day a day retreat. It's a ceremony, psychedelic ceremony with psilocybin called Queer Magic, reigniting the full spectrum of your innate brilliance is the tagline. So if that interests you, a safe space for queer beloveds to take off and discover they've never left at all. And I have openings for private sessions. So if you're interested in working together one-on-one in a more intimate way, where we meet once a week via Zoom or in person, if you're in the Boulder area, that's another option. I have 2 spaces available for that now. You can reach out to me and let me know. All right, loves. Thank you. I love you. You can go to ashruiz.com for all that information. All right. Blessings. I think there's like an end live or something. Oh, you know what we can do? We can end the Zoom.
Yeah.
Go to Zoom. It might ask you something about the recording, where to save it, or maybe not. But you can just end the Zoom, stop the Zoom.
Just pause it.
Pause will keep it going. But if you end it, does it give you an option to end it? Let's go explore. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, here.
Oh yeah. Okay, awesome.